I've started a new band called Blanket. We're a cover band. Oh, welcome to Shave&Butcher. I did a video yesterday that was up for an hour or so, and then I took it down. Nothing wrong with the video. Problem was I had this comedy gold from Graydog, and I messed up the joke. I butchered it, and I can't have that up in the interweb. It doesn't work. So took the video down. Sorry for those who had a chance to comment and so forth. But we're not redoing the video, but we are using the same equipment, and I'll try and do the Graydog joke properly, and I'll do that at the end. So we're shaving same stuff as yesterday. You guys don't care what I use anyway. But this is a George, probably. Wostenholm straight razor from Sheffield, England. It's a pipe razor. It has a pipe on it, and it has really cool stamps. I won't read all of that to you, but it's what is it, 6/8 probably, a half hollow, half wedge sort of thing in normal plastic scales. We're using that. We're using the world's oldest soap. Well, this was made just a year ago or so, but it's a recipe from 1554. Where I'm not going to tell you it's the same recipe. I can't read. It's font 3, but it's a soap that's been manufactured since 1554 in Netherlands, in Holland. De vergulde hand, I think, the gilded hand in English. Sheer Zeep Original. So we're using that. Cheap and cheerful, €5. So $10 or whatever that is now. No, it's about $6. Looks like this. It's been around, as I said, forever and ever. So it has this cool, stamp thing. So I'm gonna load from behind the way we like it. Brush, because it's a bored Graydog shave type of thing. It's a brush made by Graydog. It's oak from his backyard, and in there is a sterling boar knot. The piggy liggy. So let's get cracking. Yeah, I mean, I make a thing out of having pretty bad jokes. And, sometimes I get sent jokes, and they're typically very bad. A lot of them are from Scott Owl, so yeah. But this one was good, and it's quite long as well, and I practiced, and I managed, I thought, to tell it on my own, and then I messed it up, so can't have that. I haven't taken down many videos. I've taken down one that was really bad, and one that offended some people because I was trying a bit too hard to be funny. You know what it's like with me sometimes. Yeah, this is a mess. I'm trying to protect the upper side where the cold language is, so I'll just wipe this off with a paper towel afterwards. There you go, not to waste too much. May repeat all the stuff I said yesterday. But yesterday was also a very long kumbaya. We are the world. Let's all unite. Peace, shave. Let's not fight, guys. So, that was a bit silly, wasn't it? We're strong, tough men. We don't talk about these things. But in my rambling, I came to 2 conclusions. I was talking about the political divide across the world, and how people can't talk to each other, etc. So, what I said yesterday, and I'll say it today, is, I'm very interested in politics, so I care, and I like to discuss it, etc., which could be nasty, obviously. So what I've decided to do, and this is not new, it's from a few years ago, I decided, oops, too much water in that. You get that with brushes sometimes if they're dense, and if you're an idiot, that inside towards the root you have too much agua. Yeah, so it's starting to be like yesterday. I've decided that even though I am interested in politics and politics are important, that's not going to make me not hang out with friends I have who are also passionate about politics, but who have a very different political opinion. I'll still be friends, you know. We'll just try not to talk politics and things. And I have friends like that I, you know, almost thought of breaking up with because of their political opinions. And then, if I do that, who am I to say kumbaya? Right? So that's one thing. People aren't evil because they have a different political opinion, obviously. So the action from that conclusion is hang out with people you don't agree with. I'm not saying you should, I'm saying I will. And number two, more tricky, and this is a fairly new thing for me, try to understand the other side. And sort of, that's tactics too, because if you know the opponent, it's easier to win an argument. If you know their arguments and their strong and weak points. That's not why I want to do it. Well, partially maybe. But since I realize political opponents aren't evil, I want to know what makes them tick. So I've been trying to watch, mainly on YouTube, people I really don't agree with politically. And it's hard. Oh God, it's hard, because I think they're dumb and evil. I do. And then you have to know it's a normal person. He's not evil. Come on. Listen to what they have to say. And why do they say these things? Because I live in my reality, right? Which is sort of, you know, pretty good. Protected. I don't see a lot of bad stuff happening. So it's very easy for me to use that as the basis for what I think should be done politically. But that's not necessarily correct. I'm not looking to change my political opinion, rather the opposite, but I do want to understand what divides us, you know. Yep, so that's that. Kumbaya. We are the world. We are the children. We are, no, he's singing again. Okay, I won't. Okay, I wasn't paying much attention to that. Is that a peaky leather? Yeah. Not horrible. I can do better with that, but it's okay. I like these generic stuff that's been around for a while. It's cool. I like the new sexy, you know, I like Barrister Man, crazy scents. What does death smell like? And stuff like that. Very adolescent. But it's nice to mix it up, and just having a soapy soap that normal people use is kind of nice. So I did manage to get a good shave with this razor. I've been struggling a bit. It's badass and it looks really good, but I haven't been having fantastic shaves with it. But yesterday was pretty good, and I don't know why. Well, the lather is Shave&Butcher quality, at least moisture content. My very bright, is it very... I'm always red in the face in this little toilet. I don't know why. I'm not so red. I'm more grey. Grey-green, sort of. It's January in Scandinavia after all, so, you know, soon you become this color where the color you get in your face when you're seasick. You know, just before you're going to vomit. That's what we look like for 3-4 months before the sun comes out again in April. But there is still snow outside, and quite pretty. And on my little street there's very little traffic, so even the street is white. Well, it's a small street as well, so no one really, or the council doesn't really bother about taking snow away unless it's heaps. Might have told you this before, but my street is, I don't know, 500 meters long, and there was so much snow and so little snow cleaning that you had like two, what do you say? You don't want to lean it like that, because then you get water into this area, which is hard to get dry, and it's a carbon steel razor, so you don't want that because it rusts. So yeah, I mean, holes like this for the wheels where the cars have gone all the way through. So I'm not lying, I could drive the entire street without holding my steering wheel. I was like a train or a tram. Oh, appalling. Appalling. We're supposed to be a civilized country with snow cleaning feasibilities. Nothing beats Canada though. Well, probably something does, but Canada, wow. Those guys can clean snow. I've seen it done in Quebec, it's incredible. Oh, a meter of snow. Oh, everybody has to go to school and work tomorrow at 8 o'clock. Boom, the stuff's gone. Not plowed to the side where, you know, you get killed trying to climb over a wall of snow like I do. Buffalo trace. Cheers, Nate. But gone. How is that possible? They have snow cleaning signal posts. Wow, I'm so impressed. Very, very impressed. Yeah, there are a few things I'm looking for shave-wise. One is a leaf razor. So I think it's Canadian leaf, where you put in three half D blades, and it looks like a cartridge. You know what I mean? I have one. I use it for my head. It's unbeatable on the head. Well, carts are good, but for me, it beats the heck out of a DE or most things, and I prefer to use it instead of a cart. So one of those used. I can buy a new one, but I am cheap, and I bet there are people out there who purchased one and didn't like it. So the one I have, I bought from a guy like that, and you know, it was quite a bit cheaper than buying new and getting it shipped from whatever it is. I think it's Canada. So if you have one, and it can be used quite a bit, I don't care, as long as it's functioning. I'm interested in purchasing it. Color doesn't matter. If you have a stand that's good, let me know. I've also decided I want to collect more Philharmonica razors. I just have one, and it's okay. It's not perfect condition. But I wanna purchase the ones that are near mint, really good condition, with, you know, the gold etchings on, in really good condition. Those are very expensive, but they're not bad investments. You really get the money back. So if any of you are interested in selling, I mean a nice one, not a not so nice one, really good quality. I'm very interested, and I know they're super expensive. made a purchase today I was very happy with. Maybe I paid too much money, but I'm happy. I'll be happy when the credit card debt is paid. So, thank you, my friend. Yeah. Sometimes I really don't want to purchase anything because I feel like it's dumb and I have everything I need and then some. And then sometimes you get an inspiration. What I don't like are the periods, and I have those, and I know a lot of people do, where you buy things a little bit randomly. Oh, I want to buy that. And you get, yeah, okay, why did I buy that? You know, I've got quite a few purchases like that, especially razors that I just don't use, and I've spent a lot of money on them, and I don't like them. I hate to sell things I don't like, so I don't. The only thing I've sold that I didn't like, it was a big Shave&Butcher wedge that I sold to a guy, and I told him I didn't like it and didn't think it shaved well. But he wanted it anyway, and I didn't charge him $1 million. But I don't even want to put stuff on eBay if I don't think they shave well. So I keep them. And oh, did I cut myself? Well, CTV calls the famous U1. Ah, shit! Do I do that often? I'm such a bad razor. Bad razor, man. Look at the steel on this thing. I'll try not to get into it. Just look at that. It has a bit of wear and tear, but it's that silk machined color, you know. Oh, there's more written on it. I certainly can't read that. I like, yeah, I'm gonna get more razors with etchings and stamps, cause that's cool. On the blade, you know. Shut up. Sometimes I shave like a total amateur. And that never ceases to amaze me. I've shaved thousands of times. So it should be all muscle memory, especially if you're using razors you've used before. But you sometimes I just mess up. Is that only me? Because I know my hands aren't what they should be. Or do you experience that as well? If you're, you know, really experienced shaver and you use equipment, hardware, software that is good, do you ever get not a bad shave maybe, but do you ever feel, well, that was pretty rubbish, wow, I can do better, even though you've done that exact same shave 100 times? Is that only me? Oh, it's nice on the neck. Oops. I'm being such a silly boy. For me, against the grain on the neck, in the hollow areas, that's when you really can tell if you've got a good razor or if you don't. We're nearly there. So this is not a hollow razor, but you can still hear it sing a bit. I'll go close to. Do y'all hear that? Pretty cool. I really like this razor. This was donated by, I wanted to buy it off Marion, the Barbarian, Marion Hickson. And he said, I was doing raffles at the time for good causes. And he said, yeah, you can buy it, but pay the money to the raffle, or to the Michael J. Fox Foundation. So he donated this thing and I got it. And that is a big reason why I like it, because he's, because, you know, I love Marion. And the other reason I like it is that it's fabulous. So we're going to put it there. Okay, we're going to do a bit of a rinse, see where we're at. I think that was pretty good. I think we did a good job. Cheap and cheerful soap. It's been around for almost 500 years. Yeah. That's pretty cool. It's the world's oldest soap. And going to do a bit of cold down here. And a homemade brush, which is not cheap and cheerful, but it's homemade. And also a gift, also very special. The gift stuff is very special. So yeah, the afterwards is Hega, Uppsala. Favorite of many Swedish straight razors. You find this at your local grocery store. You know, most of them carry this. And not expensive. What is it? 55 Swedish. So yeah, less than €6 or $25. No, that's seven. I'm joking with the, that's interest rate jokes, interest rate comedy. Not enough of that in the world. Basta. Very good. Thank you so much. Now it's time for Graydog joke done properly. A suspected COVID-19 male patient is lying in bed in the hospital, and a young female student nurse appears to give him a partial sponge bath. So behind his oxygen mask that he carries over mouth and nose, he mumbles, "Nurse, are my testicles black?" And embarrassed, the nurse says, "I don't know, sir. I'm only here to wash your upper body and feet." He tries again and struggles, but from behind the mask he mumbles once again, "Nurse, please check for me. Are my testicles black?" So, concerned that in his state he may get elevated heartbeat or elevated blood pressure from being so concerned about his testicles, she overcomes her embarrassment and pulls back the covers. She lifts up the gown and looks very carefully and says, "Sir, you have nothing to worry about. They look just fine." The man slowly pulls off his oxygen masks and says very slowly, "Nurse," and he smiles, "Thank you very much. Now listen very, very carefully. Are my test results back?" Thank you, Graydog. Stay sharp.